Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be going over the 3x and 7x feature on the Mavic 3 Pro. That's right, you'll be able to zoom right in all the way over here without losing any pixels, and the images will just be phenomenal. It's a little bit different than the Mavic 3. Better camera, better lens, and better experience for that zoom effect. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's check out the 3x and the 7x on this thing. Again, make sure there are no TFRs, no restrictions, no bans in your area, and that the AirAware app says you're good to go too. No town ordinances, etc. Some towns might want you to get a permit. And away we go. Let's just do a full 360. Make sure there's nothing in our area so that we know something's not going to come from behind, etc. And go a little bit higher up. Some of you might get dizzy, but it's possible they could come from nowhere. That's New York City right over there. Kind of neat, huh? And what we want to do is test out the optical zoom. Remember the other night there was a fire, right? So let's go down here. And the fire was actually on this street. Now, if you look really close, we might be able to see. And I was right about here on the property. And I was like, oh my God, and the police cars were everywhere, as you can see. But what I did was, I just pressed the 3x zoom, and voila. Kind of neat, huh? Then you just have to reposition your camera into the direction of where the incident was, right? Which I believe, see, we're getting closer, was on that street. I'll go up a little higher. As you know, up a little higher. As we know, I like to get as high as about 200 feet before moving forward. We're at 300, which is pretty high. But always set a cap. As you see, watch, I'll go straight up. And my cap is going to let me know. Maximum altitude. Max altitude reached. Always set a cap. This way you know, you're never going to go accidentally as high as you need to go. Knowing that and moving forward, it was down there. And then somewhere in the back, they were doing something. And now I'm going to do 7x zoom. Kind of neat, huh? I like it because if you saw my previous video with the Mavic 3, I think that might have been it. Yeah, where the tarp is. Oh yeah, because if you look closely on the roof, see that hole in it, and then in the back. And that's it. That says, oh wow, we can still, oh wow. We don't lose any pixels. Wow, amazing, isn't that? So this is the safest way to monitor an incident and make sure when there is an incident that there aren't any TFRs. You use the 7x zoom even. But let's go back to 1, right? And you see, I'm right here. I am still on my property, which is kind of neat. But if a helicopter started coming in, etc., yeah, you might as well just get out of the way. And then you'll be like, oh, looks like they got this from here. Looks like your days of telecasting the local news is over. All right, so now let's say we're going to go further down. Let's go, where are we going? We're going to go as far as we can see. Thankfully I can. Remember, we're high up. This way we don't have to worry about any accidents. We're about 500 feet away. We'll go a little bit of ways away until we can't see the drone anymore. Thankfully, I have a clear line of sight of this particular area, but watch your RC controller. See, that's dropping a little bit, but not enough to, turn back. I mean, I like to turn back when it turns yellow. Some guys say, hey, don't worry about it. It'll automatically come back home. I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust it. And this is the last thing we want to happen. See, we're still going. We're at 80% battery, but you still gotta leave room for your battery. See, look, here we are. Kind of neat, huh? Let's say I don't want to get any closer to that. Don't worry about it. We have 3x zoom without losing pixelization. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Look at that. We get to fly the Nabisco plant. And then let's say, hey, I want to go a little bit more. Zoom in. So it's really different compared to, oh wow, they even have little trucks on there, little cars. I'll probably come back next week and do a recap on what's happening over there. So compared to the previous drone, which you really lost pixels, and this is actually great. Now we can go, and if you want to, you could go a little bit, more in. Remember, just keep that make sure you could still see the drone, and you have a bailout. See, RC. And for me, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much, this is as far as I'm gonna go. And then now, see, kind of neat, huh? And then now, do a 7 time. I don't know how they got that little truck on there. Remember, watch your battery. As exciting as you are, it says 23 minutes. You're gonna get some life back into your flight as you maneuver back in. You know, this is really nice. And I believe, yeah, let's bring this baby back home. Let's spin it around, right? Until we can see our home point. Wow, look at that beautiful sight. It's taking forever though. They're taking quite some time with that. I'm just gonna do a full 360 until I can see. That's oh wow. Oh, because I'm in 7 time zoom. Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing. That's phenomenal. That's far away. That's about 2,000 feet away. And now we're gonna spin it around. That is amazing. And spin it around. Some of you might get dizzy. And spin it around. And then just bring it in and bring it home. Okay? And here we go. And as you can see, we'll spin it around a little bit so it doesn't deviate into another direction. Sometimes it's better to see it on the map. And then as you can see, I'll stop for a second. See, and there's our home point right there. And I'll just bring it in until it's time. Whoop. We don't want it to deviate away from a home. That's why sometimes when you're bringing it home, sometimes it's better to just bring it in. And also watch your feet. As long as your distance, right, is honing in into the direction you're going, and that number is getting smaller, you know you're headed in the right direction. The only thing that's disappointing is that, see, I have to keep doing that, but you just keep doing that. And then, you know, as things start to look familiar, as you can see, that's not my ride. But if you got a ride, feel free to pause the video and, you know, watch it on your way. And you keep going in. I could see the drone from here. It's about 300 feet away. Oh yeah, 300. That's a pretty good estimate. And then, voila. And you should see me right above. Even though it's weird how it says I'm far, but I'm actually, if you look down, oh, it's on the 7 time zone. If you look down, I am right here. See, there it is, that little triangle spot, my home point. That's the only other downside when it comes to like depth and perception, where it says like it's 400 feet or 29, 30 feet away, and it's like I gotta move in a little bit more to triangulate that experience so that it's just right for you. And then we'll bring it on in. Don't land on any trees, don't land on any homes, don't land on any cars, and don't land on any people. And yeah, I just gotta spin it around and just have a safe and happy flight. And that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. You can go where you want to go without having to go where you need to go. The only downside to this is that if I'm recording, it's not like a regular camcorder where I can just zoom in and out. You have to stop recording and then get out of that zoom feature and then go back into whichever zoom feature you want. The only downside, because you would think it would operate like a regular camcorder, you can hit record and then go in and out, but no, not happening. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.